Hello, this is Pastor Jones, wanting to spend about 5 minutes with you today. The last two devotions have dealt with prayer, and I want to continue with that theme as well today, and hopefully to impact your week with these words that I want to convey to you. Prayer is not God doing things for us, it's God helping us do things for ourselves. Prayer doesn't always change circumstances. It changes us. These are the two rules of prayer that I've already laid down the last time we got together for a devotion time. Here's two more that I want you to consider and think about today. Prayer is not an escape. It's a conquest. Let me say that again. Prayer is not an escape. It's a conquest. Prayer is not a mechanism for helping you and I to avoid demanding situations. Those are always going to be in our lives. But it does help us to face and overcome the situations that might be confronting us right now. Suppose we are in some kind of difficulty. We usually are. Suppose we go to some trusted friend for help and guidance, some words of encouragement. When we leave that friend, we have not escaped from the situation. Nothing's changed. For it is still there to be faced, but somehow that time with our friend has made that situation, that circumstance, that predicament less daunting and much more tolerable than it was before we met with that dear friend of ours. Similarly, prayer never offered any man an escape from a difficulty or a difficult set of circumstances. It offered him strength to face those circumstances and to conquer or to endure them. You know who comes to my mind when I think about that? Daniel, when he was put to the test when he first went to Babylon, and he said he would not eat or drink of the king's meat. God seen him through. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego would not bend or bow or worship the golden idol of Nebuchadnezzar. It didn't keep them from the fiery furnace. They were thrown in, but Jesus was with them. And my friends, caused them to conquer, not to escape. Prayer is not so much talking to God as it is listening to God, turning your ear in His direction. It's not so much telling God what you want Him to do as listening to see what He wants us to do. He's the one that gives the marching orders. I don't give God His. He gives me mine. And so it is with you as well. In prayer, we, of course, to begin by talking, but we always have to end by listening. We might start the conversation, but we need to sit before God and hear what He's speaking into us at that particular moment in time. Prayer is literally saying, God, what would you have me to do? When was the last time you asked God that? And you listened and you did as He directed you to do. So many people, they stop praying because they've looked for so many wrong things from prayer. Follow the rules, folks, and see what God can do for you. And listen to me, and with you. I wonder what He wants to do with you today. You'll know if you'll spend that needed time in prayer with God. I hope I've given you something to think about today. This is Pastor Jones saying God bless until I meet up with you again. God bless.